Yeah.
So in SF, there's an issue.
Yeah.
The issue is people are having to leave. When I say people, I mean businesses. But so they're leaving, and there's no way to stop it really. Like it's become an issue, and it's a kind of a tough issue because now Whole Foods and Nordstrom are leaving San Francisco.
This is big news, by the way, you guys.
Nordstrom's is a big like part of, I guess, downtown, or well, I guess like the mall of San Francisco.
Which is essentially downtown. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean,
Yeah.
where else would you go, really?
It's people were
Maybe those
saying
right
it's
next to
like the
Tenderloin.
it's like the marquee of the area. It's like it's Nordstrom, for some context here. Was in it is technically still there.
Yeah, it's
Is
about to be.
in the Westfield Mall in San Francisco, and it takes up 5 floors.
It's gonna make the mall very odd.
It is.
Like that's like an integral part of like who would even take it over?
I
Like,
don't
think anybody
know.
could.
But I do want to say that it's not only Nordstrom. They're right a block away. I think it's like they're taking away the Nordstrom rack.
Oh, really?
They're taking the Nordstrom rack. Everything is going.
Nordstrom's is like, I'm fed up with this.
Yeah, and
Huh.
another there's a couple other businesses that are leaving too. Cause,
Yeah, besides Whole Foods.
Yeah, besides Whole Foods, it's Saks off Fifth.
Oh, really? Them too?
Yeah,
I could see that too.
yeah,
Actually.
but they're leaving for a reason, and I wanted to ask
Oh,
you.
you wanted me to say the thing out
Yeah.
loud? Okay,
I wanted
well,
to say that.
they're leaving because they're getting robbed. They're getting robbed
Yeah.
out of their minds. So this has become an issue across the nation where it's getting more and more difficult for businesses to run because people are just stealing like excessively, or like, well, I mean, like it should be stealing regardless, but I mean,
Yeah.
like now it's been like it's like an epidemic where nobody is stopping them, so like people are just going and like
It's-
stealing from there.
So I want to add on to this too, because the Whole Foods situation is kind of crazy, by the way. You know, we've San Francisco, we know San Francisco really well, Bay Area. The Whole Foods was actually, I don't know if you know this, but it was close to the Tenderloin, which is
The worst part of SF.
Yes, it's the worst part of SF.
I mean, or like the most notorious part of SF. It might not be the worst part, but it could be
one of the most notorious parts of SF.
Yeah.
One of the reasonings why they closed it temporarily, and I think they're not going to open it again.
Oh no, Whole Foods is gone.
Oh, they did? Oh, okay.
They're leaving.
Okay, so the reasoning why, it's like they cited that it was their worker safety.
I could see that, yeah.
Because there was they had to change a lot of stuff when they were there. There was a lot of theft. There was a lot of
drug use.
Yeah, there was a lot of drug abuse. And what would happen was that even their security guards were getting assaulted by these individuals. So it was really hard for them to continue operating and keeping their employees safe and making sure that they were profitable. Even the people who wanted it to be there and who shopped at Whole Foods came out and said it's
not the right place.
Yes, it's not the right place. They were like, I love Whole Foods, but I can understand why they're leaving.
Yeah, because like, think about the negative PR if someone got assaulted. Well, I mean, I'm pretty sure a lot of people did, but it didn't get reported as a Whole Foods issue. They left Whole Foods, walked a block, and then got assaulted. And
I think it was it was so crazy that I think I read that someone overdosed in the bathrooms in the Whole Foods.
I could see that, yeah.
Yeah, and there was like a bunch of like syringes and all these things in the bathroom, where eventually they had to go and get an app to get into the bathroom. So so people had to get an app to go into the bathroom. It's crazy.
But I mean, it obviously didn't stop it from happening.
No, it was just too bad. I like Whole Foods, but at the same time, it's like I don't think it's a place to be at. I have another situation too that happened at Nordstrom's, but do you have anything else? Do you have anything
about Whole Foods? The perception is that once a Whole Foods comes in, that's when gentrification happens. The Tenderloin said, "No, thank you."
Yeah.
No, thank you.
That is true.
And they I mean, I guess Whole Foods. I mean, they were there for quite a while, and eventually they just can't. We can't have this.
Yeah, I think they were there for only like 2 months or a month or two.
Really?
Yeah,
I
I
thought it was
don't think
more.
I thought I didn't think it was that long.
I thought it was over a year.
But oh yeah, you might be right. You might be right. I do want to say that I always thought gentrification happened when you see people running outside.
Oh,
that's honestly my opinion. I was like, oh yeah, when you see people running outside, oh I guess, oh look where the area is gonna go. Oh my god,
that's different. I think in SF it's more like
yeah,
if there's a like boutique coffee shop,
Oh yeah, true. But okay, so I did want to talk about too the Nordstrom. So you it's gonna leave a big hole in the area. By the way.
Yeah. By the way, no one who's gonna what's the retail store that could fit in there.
No,
nobody has box stores anymore.
So a lot of people were saying, I actually went on Reddit for this too, and to get to see what other people were saying, and some people were saying that like if Nordstrom can't make any money here, then who else is going to be able to?
No one.
Yeah. I do want to say though that they also had a huge problem with theft. Yeah, San Francisco just has a like so many problems, but they had a problem with theft. I think it was last month or 2 months ago that the police held a sting operation in Nordstrom Rack, and they managed to catch I think 3 individuals that were caught stealing merchandise. And I was like, this is so crazy.
Not at all. I mean, only 3.
Yeah, 3 yeah, but
that's not even that many.
Yeah, true. It's not that many, but at the same time, it's like you could see the huge problems that are happening where these businesses are not they're not able to be profitable, and it just hurts the whole area.
It really does.
And it's so crazy because we talked about retail theft a while ago. Yeah, a few. I mean, we only have so many episodes, but we did talk about it in one of our episodes, and SF, it was a huge problem. They were the ones that had the luxury goods store stolen. Yeah, I don't think they ever reopened those either.
Maybe not. I know Beverly Hills was a target of riots, but they definitely increased the police presence, security in Beverly Hills after all that stuff happened. The other one that happened recently within the last few months, it was in Chicago.
I have heard of
Chicago is getting really bad as well, to where people would do have you heard of a term called flash mobs?
No.
So it's just there's no way to stop people. It's just a whole hundreds of people go in and just take everything.
Oh, really?
You can't stop them.
That's crazy.
Yeah, you'll see these videos of people going to stores and just grabbing everything and then running out. But there's so many people, you can't stop them all, or at anybody really, because there's this imagine Black Friday where it's just deals and deals, but imagine if everything was $0 is free.
So okay,
$3.
So for some context, people, Black Friday before used to be so crazy. Malls, I'm just saying, malls used to be completely packed. All the parking lots used to be full, and it would take 30 minutes to find a parking. The thing I do want to say too is people acted like wild animals there. I saw people when I went to H&M during Black Friday, it's they ripped the clothes off the mannequins. And they did everything for these sales, and I was like, oh god, this is crazy.
I mean, that's a different story where we could talk about later, but how things aren't actually that cheap. And anyways,
but I do want to say that so SF, there's a couple of things, also some positives, I guess, from the little that they have right now, not to bash them too much, but they're going to be Nordstrom's leaving. There's no helping them anymore. They're increasing police in that area. They're also
it's a bit too little too late at that point.
Yeah, so on Reddit, from what I was reading from people are just saying it's damage control at this point. So for other retailers not to leave because it's just too wild. but IKEA is coming down there. And
Is IKEA gonna take over?
No, IKEA isn't gonna take over. It's gonna be a different area. But people were saying it's like, oh, that's so smart of IKEA to do that. These thieves can't take the furniture. And
they can. They will.
There, yeah. We'll wait to see. I'm probably gonna eat my words,
dude. In like a couple months from now, I'll be like, IKEA is leaving because they have nothing left. They took everything.
It's so crazy. Yeah, it's yeah. But that's
all the meatballs.
The two. Oh my god, the meatballs. Yeah, the two. I guess the two positives. Just coming out of this. I know there's a lot of negatives that are happening in San Francisco, but the two positives are IKEA. More police.
Is it South San Francisco or like San Francisco, Maine?
I don't remember. I do not remember.
Because I know there's the one that's like close to South.
I don't think it. I think it's San Francisco, Maine. I don't think it's really South San Francisco. No.
That's how can they afford? Actually, that does tie into the fact that like most corporations are leaving, so there's a lot of office space.
Yeah, that's a whole different topic where we'll talk about like commercial real estate and Charlie Munger. But that's it's a completely business majors.
This is a little extra snippet.
Yes. Okay.
But as in like, there's another one where like there's a conspiracy that there's this group of real estate firms or like realtors that are like manipulating the rent market to like artificially keeping it high. And they got like I think they're currently being sued, but we'll talk about it another time. But
yeah, I don't think it's
putting it on your radar. People who stayed this long on the radar.
Yeah. Also, last thing.
The last thing.
Yeah, last thing because it's just this could only be for like I mean like whoever listens in the video and the audio listeners. The thing is within the last you guys are our favorite. Make sure you like, subscribe. Yeah. So the last thing about this, there's been so much news about San Francisco within the last 12 days. Because of all of these things that are happening, especially when Nordstrom leaving, all the comments are so brutal. By the way, on every one of those videos,
what?
About like legitimately like the governing body in San Francisco and how they've been handling and the people saying it's like this is just damage control. There's so much. It's crazy.
There is
right
a
now.
lot. There's like a whole
really
different
brutal.
thing. It's
not to get too much
tough.
in the weeds.
It's very tough for them.
Yeah.
In a lot of aspects.